there's no escape. Follow the buzzards to the abyss they lead. Run, run, from the darkness you must flee. The fireflies guide you, beware of the unknown. And when loose grip, your sanity's blown.
Tiffany Stratton, she's a queen, living life like a movie scene, with her sparkling smile and a diamond gleam. Gotta make way, it's the Tiffy time team. Rocking the stage with a fierce attitude she's got, the moves never in the mood to lose. Every step she takes, everybody starstruck. Tiffy's in the house, better brace for the floods. From the city lights to the shining stars.
And welcome to the Raw.
No, he still get his ass whooped. He just positively. I'm gonna do this. What's real life situation? He get your ass handed to you. And you just, oh, I got to go now. Nah, fuck that. Get out of here.
It's another one of those that you're pretty sure is tucking something away by the end of the day. I mean, the woman, she makes Mark Henry look little.
Want good news, and if you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah! Snap into a podcast! Hello, and welcome everybody to the Smackdown preview or review. Welcome to It's All a Work. To my side, I have the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who's putting the black into Black Friday, Hanji Manji. We've got tradition down below, and it's me, your boy, Big T, 616. Oh yeah.
Fucking colonizer.
We're coming off the heels of an explosive Smackdown. A lot of things happened. A lot of things were decided. Jacob Fatu is gonna be, or Jacob Fatu wins the advantage. No one has an answer yet to what happened to Jade Cargill. We are strangely doing what should be a big blockbuster match on a Saturday, and it's not a PLE.
Saturday main event.
Yeah. A weird thing, but it's what we're doing apparently. But let's go ahead and get into it. Anybody who is watching right now, please, if you have an opinion, which I know we all do, throw it in the chat. We will shout it out. We can talk about it. Let us know what you think. Let us know anything. What you think about Drush's haircut. It doesn't matter. If you think my hat's dumb, whatever. Talk to us.
I do.
Let us.
Hold on. Let me put that in the chat real quick. Hold on. Something I've been wanting to talk about.
Good God. All right, so we're going to start the night off with the recap of what happened the big last week, the big thing with the bloodline. Obviously, CM Punk coming CM Punk coming out and basically rocking the wrestling world, making his return with Paul Heyman. So we went over that. It was gone over at length on Raw for some reason that I don't understand. But either way, after that is done, we're going to get the hype for the women's war game match. We have Bianca, Naomi, Io, Bayley, Rhea. They all come out to the ring, and they're all going to say their piece. They're all going to say why they're going to win, whatever the situation is. Rhea comes out, or Rhea grabs the mic, says that they don't like each other, but it doesn't matter because when they get in the ring, you know, they all have their specific person that they want to go after, and that's all that matters. And then Naomi's going to get the mic. Bianca gets the mic. Io gets the mic. The only one who doesn't get the mic is Bayley. Is that telling? I don't know.
Meh.
But,
to be honest, she doesn't need a mic.
that's true. I don't like her promos.
Nah.
If I'm being honest. I don't think she can talk.
Eh.
It's awkward. She's always awkward.
No, she could talk. It's just her promos for the time being has been lackluster.
Who do you think-
It hasn't been great.
Who do you think out of the four horsewomen, who do you think is the better talker? Because I gotta be honest, I've never been impressed by any of their promos. And that's for those who don't know, that's Charlotte, Bayley, Becky, and Mercedes Moné. Then
I'd say Becky probably has the best out of everybody's promos. Hers is a lot more passionate than the rest of them. That's just my personal feeling.
It's true.
There's some meaning behind her shit.
WWE definitely put her on the mic more.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to put Charlotte on the mic, and she's okay.
Don't
but
need it.
she's definitely not her dad.
No.
No, not at all.
Nobody will be that. Nobody will be that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know what? Hey, what if, obviously this didn't happen because she married Andrade for some reason, but what if Charlotte had ended up being just like her dad? Just like going out and like talking about men the same way Ric Flair talked about women in the 80s. Like she called her cooch like the water slide mountain or some shit. You think it would have had the same effect as it did with Ric Flair calling his junk Space Mountain? Do you think that would have worked out?
You're talking about WWE fans right here. They would have said, "She's a whore." That's all they would have said. Like they called Lita a whore, and she literally slept with two men.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, she slept with one of them in front of the Raw audience. What? Alright. I won that argument. There ain't no way.
Did she though? Like all I saw was jaws come up. I mean, I seen two people lay naked together and not do anything. It's weird.
Yo, Adam Copeland had a whole heart on.
That's physical nature. You can't really control that.
Man,
if you have it attractive, you gonna get hard. I mean, what we talking about here?
I mean, that's fair.
We gotta go back to sex ed.
Jesus Christ. No, not on this. Like I said, this ain't the podcast for that. Now, which, by the way, I don't know when it's starting, but G's starting his own podcast. More on that later. So, either way.
Yes, it's called Black Snake Moan.
God.
Spanking it with G.
Jacking it with G. I like that. I like that better.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah,
Slow
so
stroke
Liv
it.
and her crew is gonna end up coming out. Liv and her crew gonna end up
Hate
coming
you.
out, and they're gonna bicker back and forth. Basically, Liv tries to like kind of punch holes in the trust, saying that hey, it's weird that Jade got hurt, And now Bailey is the, you know, the person, like, you know, just kind of trying to punch holes in there like that. Nia says that their whole crew's gonna not even gonna make it to War Games because they're just gonna break down because they can't trust each other. I just feel like all of that's, I mean, obviously all that was just kind of BS. I mean, Rhea already said that they don't like each other, but they're putting aside their differences to do their shit. Obviously, there's going to be some issues inside the cage, but there's going to be issues inside the cage with both teams. They're both explosive. And let's not forget, Nia and Liv were trying to kill each other 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I had a question on that. Who made Liv the leader? Who made Liv the leader / captain of this War Games
Liv
team?
did.
Cause yeah, I'm confused. Like, they coming out to her music. She's talking first. Like, yo, what Nia doing? What the fuck is this?
She's just chilling.
Nia letting her build the heat.
Man, that's crazy.
Why the queen got to be in the middle of shit? That way, when shit goes left, the queen can go. It was her idea.
Also, I think it's kind of like the Blood Dime thing too. I mean, you gotta. Yeah. Liv and Rhea that is the biggest women's angle in wrestling right now, which is why it gets all the focus. And Roman and whoever he's looking at, that's the biggest focus in wrestling, which are, as far as the men are concerned, which I assume is why Raw has to go over it at length for at least 15 minutes every damn show.
Mm-hmm.
So just Liv has the hotter storyline right now. That's it. So.
All right.
But I will say just a couple things. I have now switched, I tweeted about this, I have now switched my opinion to, I believe that Rhea is the one that attacked Jade. And my reasoning is this. I've never seen anybody with a face mask who is a face. They're always a heel. They always turn heel. Name one person with a face mask that was a good guy at wrestling.
All right, name the people that had a face mask outside of Cody Rhodes.
What the hell? Chris Masters. Freaking what's his name? Edge did it for a while. Christian did it for a while. Beth Phoenix did it. I mean,
I thought Beth was a face when she got fucked up.
Nope. Trish did it.
No.
Trish was a heel. Every time someone puts on that face mask, they become a heel. Every single time. Now, while I do agree with what you said, what's the point in making her a heel? I don't know, but I feel like it's coming.
But my thing, what would be the point in attacking Jade for taking out your teammate for SummerSlam? That doesn't make any lick of sense.
I know. Because there's so much for Jade left to do on SmackDown, right? And then Rhea can't just leave Raw. Like, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I'm just saying that I feel like she's doing a heel turn. I feel like she's going to turn on the girls. Again, it doesn't make sense. It's just a weird, dumb feeling I have, and it's only based on that mask. Only.
Jesus fucking Christ. Because, I mean, fucking Liv and Rhea
That's a big stretch for just based on the mask, man.
I'm just saying, like, on the mask, like, you have Rhea and Liv. She legit just came out here and said she's going to bash Liv's face in. You think they're going to be, oh, you know what? I was just kidding. We're cool now. You broke my orbital bone, but I'm turning on them. Because, no, I don't see that happening. I don't know what crack you're smoking. Put the pipe down. Jesus Christ.
Good shit.
Come back to reality. I got chaos theories, but I make mine make sense. Make it make sense outside of the mask.
I can't. But either way, did this promo, obviously, by the way, that this breaks down into this big brawl. So the ladies have this gigantic brawl. Security has to come out and break it up, blah, blah, blah. So this is obviously the go home segment for the women's match. Did this change y'all's opinion either which way?
No.
No, not even.
No.
Not even a little bit.
I know the quote unquote faces have the advantage, but I still think the champion should win just because you got two champions on the team. It'll make them both look weak as shit. Just straight up. And honestly, if Tiffany doesn't cash in during the match, I might be a little upset.
I already told you, and I'll vision cast there too. She's not gonna do that. She's gonna cash in. She's gonna cash in to become the first United States Women's Champion. That has a lot of prestige to it.
How does it have prestige when it hasn't even been won yet?
Because she will be the first one to win it. That makes it prestigious.
Her name will go down in history, whether anybody else wants her to or not.
Right. Now that belt might go away. You know, it might go. But I mean, because this is an experiment for WWE, so that belt might go away in 2 or 3 or 4 years, and you know, it probably will, because WWE, even though they do very much try to support the women's division, they don't really know what to do with the women's division when it comes right down to it. Which I think is why they're throwing more titles at it. But for Tiffany to be the first, I think would be a big deal for her. And I think it makes sense for her. I really do.
Yeah, but there's been so many firsts already. You had the first women's champion to win at Saudi Arabia. What the fuck was that called? Crown Jewel champion. You already had that. You had the first men's one. Like, it's a lot of firsts in the past couple of months. I just don't see why.
I mean,
she doesn't need that.
But this is the first women's United States champion. That's a big deal.
All right, so Liv is the first Crown Jewel champion, and who gives a shit? Ain't nobody talked about it since.
But that's also a big deal, though.
When was the last time you heard somebody talk about her winning Crown Jewel outside of Liv and Nia?
It's like Dresh said, it's just something that goes down in history. And everybody will be talking about it again if Liv has to defend that honor next year.
Let me throw this at you, G.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the first ever 24/7 champ?
Fuck if I know. I don't assume our truth.
Who was the last ever 24/7 champ?
That was Nikki Cross.
Useless shit you don't need to know, but now, if she does that, you're going to go, who was the first U.S. women's champ or the Intercontinental women's champ?
Some blonde bitch, I don't know.
But it's also, but that's the thing, it's also just accolades. Like I mean, like by
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but by your logic, though, you're basically saying no title means anything. Because it's just
no, it's not even that. But, you know, yes, United States Women's Champion, cool, you can be the first one. Or WWE Women's Champion. World Heavyweight Women's Champion. Or Women's Universal Champion. You know?
Okay, but she can get there at some point. She can have that chance to be the very first ever.
Ugh.
Right, and that's huge. And also, like, I'll flip what you said to me about Rhea back on you. Make it make sense. Why would she attack Nia when that's ridiculous, or Liv when that's equally as ridiculous?
Here's why. Newsflash, they're all heels. They're all fucking heels in this match.
Right?
Tiffany is a heel. Nia is a heel. Liv is a heel. Heels turn on each other. Am I wrong?
But we're talking about.
It sounds like the entire women's division.
What's gonna make?
Yeah,
what's gonna make more money? Is her going into a program with Nia that's not believable? Is that gonna make more money than Chelsea getting ready to win the first Women's United States Championship, and then Tiffany coming in, cashing in, and then stealing it away from Chelsea Green or Mia Chin, and then they, who are similar size and similar acrobatic talented, they get in a program where they go back and forth for a few pay-per-views. That makes more money.
I'll challenge you here. So, say Tiffany does cash in. Is this the women's not the main event? Or is this the first program? Is the women's War Games match the first program, or is it the main event behind the Bloodline main event?
It's either going to be first or last. It will not be in between.
Right.
Because the men's is going to be first and last, and then the women's is going to be first or last. Whoever doesn't have first or last.
Well, I'll decide there, because if the women's are first, and there's a possibility she'll cash in. But if they're last, then what would be the point? Oh, she cashed in. Now she has to go through this rigmarole in War Games.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm just saying. I'd rather see her cash in the middle of War Games just for some shits and giggles.
Oh well. Also keep in mind that the title itself it will be decided at Saturday night's main event. It's not going to be at War Games.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. So there's that too. Because Tiffany's in the competition.
Yeah. So should
Be like, oh.
Man, I'm sure whatever you said was funny, but I couldn't hear it.
I said, so if she loses this next match, she's going to say, fuck it, I'm going to cash in at Saturday main event.
I think so.
Ew.
It's Tiffy time, man. One way or another.
We'll see.
We will see. But all right. We spent a good 20 minutes talking about that. So let's move on to everybody's, except for mine, favorite match of the night. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade. Alright, so this match itself, right? The match itself was designed to give Shinsuke a win. Going in and give him momentum going into the PLE, going into War Games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna straight up say I don't like the way they executed it.
With the match?
The match, because it should have been a squash. All the commentators like, oh, his new attitude this, his new attitude that. He should have completely squashed Andrade.
They're not gonna squash Andrade yet because there's still value in him. They still see value in him.
Houseway.
But how? Because I mean, he just went a whole fucking NBA championship series with Carmelo Hayes not that long ago, so they see something. But my thing is, all right, the match it is what it is. However, they made it up by the ending of that match. They made it up with that misspray from Shinsuke because I didn't even see that motherfucker move. He just stood there. You just see LA Knight walk in. And he just, what the fuck happened?
When I saw the replay, that shit wilded me out because I was like he was on the ground, his face was covered in black shit. I said, yo, that's racist. How he come out in blackface? I didn't see that.
I didn't see the mist. I'm gonna have to go back and try to watch it. I did not see him shoot the mist out. It just looked like he just he walked in with the shit, and then all of a sudden you just see LA Knight on the ground.
Dude, I'm telling you, yes, I tried to go back and see it, and I'm like, he literally he was standing like this and just went.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Oh, what?
I was like, it's black shit in my eye. Oh, help. Like, what? What happened? So the match was shit, but that made it up. That right there alone made it up. Because that's gonna
say,
a lot of shit coming.
Let me just say, I don't think the match was shit. Like, it was a good match, and I will say, for all the shit that I give Andrade, he put on a good match. He really did. But with Shinsuke, especially with me hoping that he's gonna win, I'm like, this needed to just be a squash the bug. But they couldn't. And you are right, by the way. They couldn't do that because they see that value in Andrade. They can't just squash him. So they had to give him a fight.
If they wanted to squash him, they would have put him in with Apollo Crews.
That would
Montez Ford.
Why? Why? God damn.
Nah. Mm-mm.
I don't see. I just don't see that. Listen, Montez Ford, he's been on a decent roll lately.
Nah, bro, that's my new curse. Fuck that.
You curse?
Yo, you Montez Ford did that.
God damn, man.
God. Well, what do you think about the match though, Dresh? You've been a little quiet tonight. What do you think about Shinsuke and Andrade?
You're right on both ends. I believe Shinsuke really needed this match to make himself look good, just because before he went out for, I don't even know why he went out this last time. I don't know if it was injury, contract negotiations. He was pining for the suicide forests of Japan. I don't know. But,
That's
that is a view of one person on the podcast.
They were treating him, he was just an underling. He was an underboss, And now bringing him back, they're going back to the vignette thing with him again, which is kind of cool, except this time he's got that much more menacing Shinigami type build to it. That Japanese horror build that I think they were going for last time, but the creative director at the time hadn't smoked enough peyote and figured out how to do it. So this time it really feels like they've got it, and he needed the win to look good going into this fight against, Mr. Blackface over there. But I think it ran a little too long for it to give him that good look.
Yep.
I mean, he still showed off. He still showed out. And like you said, they can't squash Andrade yet. I think Charlotte Flair would have an absolute fucking tantrum, and Triple H just don't want to deal with that.
True that.
So it was a good match. I think maybe they should have picked a different opponent, one he, like you said, could have squashed.
Yeah. Well, also, I don't like that Shinsuke had to cheat. He used the turnbuckle to win. So it wasn't
but I
until-
also I like the choice of Andrade because of their styles. Their styles not clashing. They were able to put on a good show. If you'd gone with somebody like you mentioned, Apollo Crews, or even as much shit as I give Montez Ford, somebody like that, their styles aren't gonna mesh as well. Make that match look as good as it did. It's still, both of them came out looking strong. So I don't know.
And I say there's a caveat to everything I just said. If we're gonna build Shinsuke to where that's kind of his thing, where he uses the turnbuckle, he uses the mist. If we're gonna do it that way, then it needs to be consistent. It needs to happen every match. I'm not saying he has to use a turnbuckle every match, but I'm saying he has to be like Dom and find a way to cheat every match. And the reason I say that is because we originally had him as a badass that could just cleanly beat people. If we're going to change that perception, we need to consistently have that perception being used. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't like that he had to use the turnbuckle, because I've been used to in the past him just beating the hell out of people, and he can do it clean. But if this is the way he's going to go, if he's like the Japanese demon now or whatever, that's fine. I just need to see that consistency for me to feel good about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but moving on, we're going to go to the back, and we're going to see the Bloodline in the back getting ready for getting Jacob hyped up for his match tonight. It's basically Solo. The whole Bloodline's there, but it's basically Solo doing the talking. Nick Aldis is going to walk up and say, hey, just to let you know, this is a big match. This is for the advantage in War Games. Both sides are banned from ringside tonight. And Solo says the N-word. He says, we got this. And then he says, Nick. He actually doesn't say the N-word. But I thought he said the N-word online. I was like, oh, we got a Booker T. We got a Booker T situation. Hold on. He said, we want the gold, sucker. But either way.
We coming for you, nigga.
But either way, man, that's 2 times on the cast.
That's what Booker T said. He said, we coming for you, nigga.
That's 3.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, he says, it's all good. We got this. Not a problem. We're going to go to commercial and come back. We're going to see Ciampa in the back, Tommaso Ciampa in the back. He's going to be yelling at Johnny Gargano, basically telling him that he's not a good tag team partner. That's basically the gist of what's happening. He's saying, because Tommaso is like, look, we got to go out there. We got to get these tag titles back. They took it from you. Do you want your kid to think you're a loser? I don't want my daughter to think that I'm a loser. You know, and the only reason you're not hungry right now is because you're friends with the Motor City Machine Guns. And you know, Johnny's like, look, let me just go talk to him. He's like, forget talking to him. We got to go handle our business. You got one more week to figure your shit out. If you don't figure it out, we're doing things my way. And I have a feeling that we're going to see Ciampa do things his way. And unfortunately, I think they're probably going to split up. And I don't want to see that. But that'll be some more Saturday night main event content that they'll be able to get. Because that is a Saturday night main event kind of match.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, I don't think the Saturday night main event thing, I don't think that has a brand split. So we might see some more. We might see some more brand mixing up there.
Some Raw, because right now it's just SmackDown.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. That'll be really interesting. If we get more information, we'll talk about it on Twitter. Because Twitter is the place that we like to tweet.
Segregation goes away? Wow.
Jesus Christ. We'll probably see Xavier versus Kofi at Saturday Night Main Event. I'm just calling it now.
Probably. But after this happens, we're going to go to the KO vignette where he's talking. Basically, it's the same shit it's basically the same shit as last week, where he's saying, you know, the reason that all this happened, Cody, is your fault. You tagged with Roman Reigns. You shouldn't have tagged with Roman Reigns. That's basically that's basically the gist of it, right? That's why they're fighting. That's why they're fighting on Saturday night's main event. That's why they're doing this grudge match. Whatever. The fact, I'll be honest, I'm gonna watch Saturday night's main event, but the fact that they threw it on that makes it feel like less of a feud when I know it's not. It's kind of crazy. Like, how do y'all feel about a match like this being put there?
Somebody's sleeping. Honestly, I feel like it would have been better on War Games. Like, this match is a War Games match. This is a war because KO.
The way they build it was a war.
Yeah.
Match. You know, I don't understand why they're putting it on the other show. It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
I don't know. Because he took out, KO took out both of their friends. Like, let's just be real. Yeah. He took out Randy Orton like it was nothing. And that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like this is a higher quality match, but maybe they're trying to build Saturday main event to like a PLE level. I don't know.
Maybe. But I will say this. Randy Orton being taken out is actually a really good thing. Because that gives Randy Orton time to not be in the picture, and then he can come back and fuck up Cody Rhodes. Like, that's going to be one hell of a match, and they're probably going to do it at the Rumble, I would assume.
But you that's going to be a hell of a build, because how do you get Cody taking up for Randy to Randy and Cody fighting?
Because Randy's still building resentment. That resentment's still going to be there. I promise you.
Sure. Yeah, he's been looking at the belt, so.
He keeps looking at that belt. That's what I'm saying. So, but either way, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. We're gonna move on to Cody Rhodes versus Carmelo Hayes.
I ain't gonna lie, I took a nap through this one. I ain't even go front.
Which is crazy, man, because you were the biggest Carmelo Hayes fan when he first got pulled up, man. You were hyped for him.
It hasn't been there. And I know everybody can't be the main story, but I don't know. It just, like, him and Andrade's story, or those series of matches, they were fantastic. Don't get it wrong. They were great, but it just seems like they're putting Carmelo in random spots. Just kind of like how they were doing with Shinsuke. Just, you can go here, you can go there, you can go there. Just fit you in here, like.
Yeah, like they're trying to. They're bouncing him back and forth to kind of see where he fits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But
I still got hope for him. I haven't lost all the hype for him. It's just him versus Cody again. Like, all right, we know who's gonna win.
I think he needs to be traded to Raw. If I'm being honest,
I think he'd be better on Raw, honestly.
So, especially going against Breaker, I think that'd be great for him.
Ooh.
But yeah, I mean, the fight itself was just because of the conversation that happened last week. You know, he came and said some shit to Cody. Cody pushed him into a chair or something, and that's what kind of started the match. In my opinion, Cody beat the hell out of Carmelo.
Really?
Carmelo got some good licks in there. Yeah, Carmelo got his moves and things, but ultimately, Cody ate his ass like a pot of collard greens. And it's going to end with a crossroads.
You gonna let him get away with that?
And
All I gotta say is he know where you live. That's all I'm gonna say on this. He know where you live.
It's going to end with the crossroads. Surprisingly, KO does not come out at the end of this match.
He gonna sit his gremlin on you.
So,
God Lord.
so you know, Cody wins.
I want to see him live.
Mello ends up in the middle of the ring, ass munched on, done. Just out.
Ass munched on.
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with this man?
His notes, he like ass munched on.
No, those aren't in my notes. This is
This
random.
He wrote that. Oh, you wrote that
No,
in
he
your
was looking at his notes. Ass munched on.
Munched on. You don't just come up with that on the spot now. You write that down.
I did write down the collard greens thing, but only because I thought of it. I thought it was funny. I didn't want to forget it.
No, it was horrible. It was honestly your worst piece of work. Do better.
Oh, that's Mike.
Jesus Christ.
It's you. Okay.
So
Right.
either way, then we're gonna switch to probably one of the most awkward things I've seen: the Roman CM Punk face-to-face sit-down conversation.
That shit was awkward. How do you go for it?
I just don't get it. I just
They're
just
still
didn't
playing into.
understand it.
They're still playing into the, you know, CM Punk is a Paul Heyman guy, one of the old-time Paul Heyman guys. So,
I mean, yes.
you know, Roman is new. Roman is technically not new because Paul Heyman did look after the Samoans, but he is new because he's looking after him now. But it's just, you know, CM Punk was a Paul Heyman guy, so, you know, Paul Heyman guy's gonna Paul Heyman shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, so, I mean, the gist of it is like, you know, CM Punk shows up late, first of all. When Roman gets pissed off and he's about to leave, that's when Punk walks in. He says he's only here for Paul. Roman says, I don't need your help. Roman says he doesn't like Punk's tone, he doesn't like Punk's attitude, he doesn't like him in general, and he doesn't want to team with him. And Paul looks at Roman and says, Solo has us beat. Had us beat since after WrestleMania. If we don't team with Punk and he beats us again, it's over. This is done. There's nothing left. And
Yep. There you go.
he looks at Punk and says, if you don't team with Roman, you're done, because Roman goes away, the bloodline goes away, then there's no one to protect you, and Solo's coming right after your ass. Yo, narrow behind. The Second City Saint gonna have his ass stretched like it's never been stretched before. That is...
Dusty, relax.
That wasn't Dusty.
Relax.
That wasn't Dusty.
Wait, wasn't it?
No.
No, that was Jeff Jarrett.
Who the fuck was it? Was it? Oh yeah, it was Jeff Jarrett. Yeah.
He'll stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
Yo. Anyway, random white guy, random southern white guy. Relax, all right? Goddamn. Ain't nobody stretching asses.
Oh man. Either way,
He got a lot of pin up something over there. Might get into you a little too much over there. Jesus.
but either way, CM Punk. But the whole thing is that CM Punk and Roman, they don't like each other. Cool, whatever. And it's a whole like CM Punk is doing this favor for a favor kind of deal. Roman asks Paul Heyman, "Hey, what's this favor thing?" And Paul looks at him and says, let's just get through War Games, and then after that, we'll have all the time in the world to talk about it.
Nah, motherfucker, let's talk about it.
I agree. Let's talk about it. That's supposed to be G's line. He hasn't said it in 17 podcasts, but is Paul Heyman turning? Like, and how is the turn? What is the nature of the turn? Is it turn for Solo? Is it just a turn on Roman Reigns and he's here for CM Punk? Is Brock Lesnar going to come back and destroy everybody? Like, what is going on?
I don't think he turns for Brock Lesnar. I do think he has his last go with CM Punk, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, I think his last run is Punk.
Yeah, I mean, something has to happen. There's no way nothing happens. Something has to happen because, again, with this whole favor thing, like, what does CM Punk have? You know, what is he gonna do in return for Paul?
Right.
My worry is what can Paul do for him? Yeah.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Like what he's asking him to do. This is a lot for you to ask CM Punk.
Yeah. I mean, I think you guys see another title run in Punk's future? Like, he's old. Like, I mean, no disrespect to him at all, but he's old. Like, he can't carry the company right now. He can't do that anymore. I mean, carrying the company is different than it used to be back when he was the champion.
Right. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it used to be you walk out, your music hits, you go, fuck yeah, and thump somebody on the skull in the ring, and that's all you had to do to be champion and to, run the company, essentially, because you were the face of the company. People wanted to see that. Right. But now it takes a lot more because people are so into every aspect of everybody's life. Once you're outside of the building, it's like the storytelling they've used with Punk. Oh, yeah, Punk went to the hospital. Fucking 10 minutes later, there's a phone video up of him getting into his car and driving off from the fucking stadium. The old ways of the storytelling are getting harder and harder.
That shit was funny.
So I think it's an area that's going to be lost to Punk. I don't think he, like you said, I don't think he can carry the company with what it takes nowadays. I think he's a great face. I think he's a great picture, role model, as it were. But, everybody thought Cody was going to do something too.
Yeah.
I'm fucking bored. No offense, but I'm bored. I'm bored with Cody Rhodes.
What Cody's championship reign has been about is outside of the ring more than inside.
I know a portion of Cody's
outside of the ring is way bigger than what he's doing on the inside.
And I know a portion of it also is, the issues that Brandy's having outside of the ring.
Right.
I get that. But at the same time, I mean, that's why we've gone so big on the bloodline. I get that. I don't know. With everything they pushed into Raheem, I wish he would do something with it.
I mean, but granted, the company really doesn't need Cody to do much of anything because they have storylines built around not him, but just built to captivate the audience. Like,
yep,
they still been selling out arenas. Like, they're making bank. There's not anything they're not losing. So
Cody's music still causes the pop. Don't get me wrong. He's got that. I just, I can't wait to see them do something with him before they take the belt away to give it to John Cena.
Jesus.
I mean, yeah, John's gonna get that belt definitely at some point.
And then Cena's gonna lose to Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania, and it's gonna go no.
I'm only hope.
American.
Hulk Hogan has
Fight
one
for
more
the
run.
rights of every man. I am a real American. I swear to God, if I hear that song, I'm turning it off.
That's racist. All
Turn it
right,
off.
so
I'm quitting the podcast.
you don't even want to talk about it. You said, I don't even
I
want to have a
don't
conversation about it.
even want to have a conversation. I'm gonna skip that one. What y'all think about Hulk Hogan's return? Nah, I'm gonna leave. Y'all let me know when y'all finish.
Jeez. All right, so let's go ahead and get to Piper Niven versus Lash Legend versus Mia Chin. Got
That's a big bitch.
yo,
All right, I'm done.
Jade out for 2 weeks and fucking Dresh already shifted his aim over to Lash Legend. Like 2 weeks.
I wasn't even talking about her. I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about Piper.
That is a big bitch.
I love Piper to death. Do not get me wrong. I love the character.
Yeah, she's great.
She actually does some really good work. She's just a big bitch. She a big girl.
No, what they used
Yo,
to say
even
that-
Nia looks at her and goes, "Damn." All
What they
right.
say in the Adam Sandler movies? That's a huge bitch.
Yo, y'all on something else right now. Y'all are on something else.
Look, she ain't even that big though. Like she big, but she ain't even that big. I've seen bigger, but no, I do like Piper though.
I
wish
do. I
they would
love
give
her to death.
some-
She a big
Look,
girl.
all right, look, Dresh, I'm gonna say this, and I'm saying
ahead.
this with all respect, and I'm just saying it in an honest light. Before you lost your weight, motherfucker, you were about the same goddamn size before you lost
Yes,
your weight.
I was.
So I'm just saying.
I was a big motherfucking boy, and I will say it in a heartbeat.
So I mean,
I
don't
hit
know.
365. I ain't afraid of that.
But you know what though?
I'm just.
you have more of a right to say it because you were there and then you lost it. So I guess.
But I'm not saying it to be insulting. I'm not. Maybe some of the other shit was, but she's a big girl, and the fact that they put her in the ring, you know, with Legend, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But Mia Chen, like, it's kind of pushing the boundaries, you know.
Well,
That's like
she's-
putting Rey Mysterio in the ring with fucking, you know, with
Big Show.
Big Show.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's what it was supposed to be. That's why Mi Chin won.
Yep.
She was in there with two giants, and everyone with eyes knew that Lash Legend should have won that. Lash Legend is going to be her last name. She is going to be a legend. That woman is crazy. She's everything that Jade Cargill wishes she could be.
Here we go.
Look,
God
I'm
damn. Did
telling
not
you.
take long. Did not take long. Oh my God. I don't know why we gotta keep bringing up Jade. Leave Jade out of it. All right. Just give Lash her props and leave Jade out of it. All right. We talked about it already.
Are you right? You're right. I just can't wait to see their match. I want to see Lash.
You gonna
versus
have to
Jade
wait. She
versus
hurt.
Bianca. When Jade gets polished up and is there and where she needs to be, because it's gonna happen. Trust me when I say yes. I'm giving her a hard time, but it's because I'm doing what I believe is honest communication and honest journalism. But I'm telling you, when Jade gets to where she needs to be, and then Lash with her year or so of experience, and then Bianca with her 4 or 5 years of experience at that point, if they do a triple threat at any point in time in wrestling, that will be one of the best triple threat matches to ever happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Not just women's either. Just in general.
In general.
In general, yeah.
Putting them bitches
You
in
know.
a ladder match, holy shit. Can you imagine? That will be better than the Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon match. Like
He
for
just
real.
said, he said, put them bitches in a ladder. What the fuck?
Give them bitches a ladder and let them go. Let them climb.
Oh
That's
my
all I'm
God.
saying.
Jesus Christ.
Which sounds racist because they're all. Look, I don't mean it like this. I'm just saying a ladder match would be good. It would be a
Put
really
them
good.
bitches in a ladder match and let them climb.
No, I'm
I'm gonna let you sit with it. I'm gonna let you sit with that. Nah, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you sit with it. It's
All
cool.
right, I've been Big T. That's Hangy Mangiers Dression. Step into a
Nah,
podcast.
we still got more to talk. We still got more to talk about. Go ahead and sit with it. You gonna own that, all right?
All right, that's
Matter of
fair.
fact, I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna upload it.
Oh shit. Technically, you can do that actually, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I know.
Look, the best. So Chelsea Green came out with Piper Niven, right? Chelsea Green's going to get involved in the match at some point. B-Fab, what did I say when B-Fab came down? What did I say her name?
I don't know. That shit was, it was borderline racist.
Something red.
Like the red.
I was like, what the fuck?
The red ropes of doom or something.
Some shit like that. I don't know. It was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It wasn't great, but either way,
yeah,
she came out and
she came
with
out
Chelsea
like
Green. Now the thing
she came
was
out
some
like
pumping.
bad out of hell. I don't know why she came out like that. She came out like bad out of hell. I was like, what the fuck?
The
All I saw
thing
was
is,
red hair.
Piper Niven in the ring, and she's like, Thirsty? Gets up, turns around, and gets the biggest boot of doom.
Boot of fucking dude.
Oh my god.
Honestly, if that would have ended the match, I wouldn't have been mad. If that would have ended it, I would not have been mad at all.
For real, like Lash's finishing move, or at least her like pre-finishing move, should be the goddamn boot of doom. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
That was a rough
crazy.
boot, dude.
Like,
Whew.
just raw. I said, God damn.
Absolutely. loved that shit.
Chelsea. Piper ate the fuck out of that boot. Like, she sold the fuck out of it.
Yep. And then after that, we go to commercial, come back. It basically ends up being Lash Legend. Now, Piper's in control after this in some way, but either way, Lash is going to retake control during the match. She's going to hit the last extension on Piper Niven, and then Mi Chin will do a senton from the top rope to the mat, which I think confuses Lash Legend. Lash Legend gets afraid and rolls out of the ring, and then Mi Chin wins. I don't know, like they just that finish was bombed on shit.
Yeah, yo, somebody, like I said, somebody got afraid, somebody got scared. I don't know what happened, but yo, me and she hit all mad. I was like, did she hit anybody?
Nah, she missed.
She hit all. I don't know what the communication was. It was not there. It was not during that match.
Yeah, that shit. That was something else.
Oh shit, that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad me and she got the win. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I know Lash Legend, whatever. She'll get her time to shine, but
Her fortune cookie said, "You gonna miss, but you still gonna win."
yeah, apparently, Jesus Christ, fortune cookie dress, really? God.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna catch it.
I don't know. I caught it. I was just trying to bring it back in.
So you know, we do not allow prejudice or racism on It's All the Work. We're very against it. So Dresh.
I know. Wait, what?
What?
This bitch.
All right.
Like the past 5-10 minutes have been racist. I don't know what the fuck y'all both are talking about.
Either way, we're gonna move on to a commercial comeback. Nick Aldis is gonna be in the back with the OG bloodline.
They goes, look, he can't stop. He can't stop. Motherfucker gets elected, he just can't stop now. Nick Aldis gonna be in the black.
They ain't like that.
Motherfucker gonna be in the black now, alright?
Either way, Nick Aldis tells the OG bloodline that they are barred from ringside, just like the new bloodline is. We're gonna move into Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu. Look, I mean, honestly, it was a pretty smooth match. Everything you thought this match was gonna be, honestly, it was. You have the Uso splash, Jacob Fatu kicked out. You know, Jacob Fatu no selling sidekicks. Jacob Fatu doing his crazy backflips and all his insane shit, the whisper in the wind, all that stuff. Like, it was everything that you thought it could be. To see these two actually have a legitimate, real match. Jacob Fatu wins clean, which is exactly what should have happened. No bullshit, no BS. Solo comes out, embraces Jacob Fatu. They gloat over the victory. Honestly, for a go-home show, this was a chef's kiss moment, because now, tomorrow, we get to see Roman show some doubt. We get to see Jay having some doubt.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a good play-in. So, gentlemen, I gave you my opinion early. What are y'all's opinion? Talk to me about War Games, the effect on War Games. talk to me about Jacob Fatu's future, and does this mean anything for Jay?
I don't think it changes anything for Jay. I think it was a really good spot. You know, these two actually went at it really well. And like I said, as much as
About Jacob
I am Team Yeet,
does
there was no way this man was pulling this out. I mean, just the way they've built Jacob while he's behind the scenes a fucking joke. You know, if you've seen the guy that Fatu's everywhere and all this shit. In the ring, they've built him to be exactly what he is. Like they said, the Samoan werewolf, and he's a monster. There's a lot packed in there. There's just Jay. Nah, Jay ain't got it right now. Not alone.
Well, it's not even Jay doesn't have it, because Jay on kayfabe level can beat Jacob. However, Jacob is still a beast to be reckoned with. I cannot wait for him to turn on Solo, which I don't know when that's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. Because the "I love you" Solo, that's just gonna end, and it's gonna be bad for Solo.
The enforcer
It's gonna be
will
bad
always
for him.
trade. The enforcer will always try to take matter into his own hands.
It's gonna be bad for him. Like it's gonna get ugly. I feel for Solo at this point because he fucked up, but Jacob's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be future champion. Don't know when, don't know how, but the way they built him, he's not just a monster. He is a fucking beast.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. All right, that was Smackdown. That was your go-home episode for Survivor Series, my friends. Now, we do not know when we're going to be able to go over Survivor Series, let alone watch Survivor Series. But I promise you, the second that all of us have watched it, we will jump into the podcast and review it. We're going to try to do it before Monday. Stay tuned. We will, it's going to be sometime over the weekend, I hope. If not, like I said, we'll go live at 7 o'clock Eastern time and review it before Raw. But we're going to see if we can get to it. Unfortunately, work has tied us up. Busy time of year for our business. So, yeah. Gentlemen, what else y'all got for the podcast tonight?
I'm golden.
Skibbity bop.
All right, so we got Golden Shower, Skibbity, Ohio, and it's me, your boy, I'm kidding. Look, it's all the work, man. It's a fun place. It's a fun podcast. We got G over here to the left. We got Dreschen down below. It's me, your boy, Big T. If you want good previews, you want good reviews, you want some news here and there, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah, snap into a podcast.
He's a Grand Wizard. All right, we out.
Jesus.